So what did you miss at Jubilee today? Well, you missed babies. You missed Elizabeth Jean Messenchuk on her baptism with her parents, CJ and Chris, and friends and family. And wow, she was perfect and just fit perfectly into my hands. And we got to celebrate. We got to celebrate community and God's spirit and God's touch as we're invited to share it. We got to celebrate life and roots and wings and all the things that happen when a community comes together to share God's love and to share in baptism. We got to share in the promise of the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, and it was fabulous. And you missed Anne and Max and the incredible Eleanor, who came to visit for the first time since Eleanor's birth. And it was good to see my colleague in ministry and her wonderful, incredible baby. And so we were all light of heart and filled with spring today. And wouldn't you know that we would have John's gospel, John's telling of the story of Lazarus, Jesus' friend who died. And so we spent some time on that story, as well as Ezekiel and his prophesying to the dry bones that come to be flesh, that come to life. So we considered that, and we considered Lazarus locked up in the cave, and what it meant for Lazarus to be dead, and what it means for us to sometimes also feel like we're dead, trapped, stuffed in a cave, or feeling like dry bones scattered about the desert floor. We wondered a little bit about those things that can make us feel that way, and what it means to hear Jesus say, Lazarus, come out. Or to hear our name followed by Jesus' invitation to come out. What it means when Jesus says, unbind and let go. So we heard different stories of people who have been denied, pushed into corners, unable to imagine a way forward. We dared to imagine our own lives that way, and how we can learn to listen and dare to step out of our caves. How we can dare to step out of our caves and be like new life, be like those babies that we saw today, and be assured, confident that we are loved by God and that nothing is beyond God's means. No beauty is too obscure for God to recognize it. Nobody goes unvalued or unloved by God. And when we're alive in God, when we hear that call, we can see the world that way, as lovable and hopeful, where all things are possible. And in that, we find ourselves coming to life. And we sang some great songs. We sang Dem Bones, and we sang it wrong, but it still sounded great. And some of us even danced. And so we finished our time together, ready to dance out into the world, ready to live out into the world, to hear the Word of God, to be the Word of God, and to bring life to dry bones. That's what you missed with us today, but you didn't have to be with us to hear the message. Go, read John's Gospel, hear the story of Lazarus. But even more than that, just know that you are loved and you are valued, and that Jesus says to each and every one of us, Lazarus, come out. Dare to step out. And hopefully, next time you step out, you'll find yourself stepping over here, because we miss you here at Jubilee. We hope to see you soon. Until we do, God bless.